Hello, everybody who has come back or is joining for the first time. Oh no, don't look at that. Oh, wait, we're gonna go over here. Get small, get small. Okay, we are back at it, playing. What are we playing? Find love or dying trying. We are back at it. So, okay, we are loading. So, recap for anybody who is coming into this in the second part and doesn't know what is going on. We are on a reality TV show like The Bachelor where we have to find love. So, we've been romancing my beautiful, lovely Violet. I love her so much. And we also had to court another girl, so we courted Scarlett, and she was fine. She was great. She's the hottest of them all. But now something has gone awry, and we are like trapped on the island, as it turns out, and we're in a loop. We're stuck in a loop. We are back at the beginning, and now we are being forced to court the three other girls. Things have changed. It's very weird. And that is where we're at now, is we picked Allie to be our next girl to court. And we are back at the beginning. So here we are. So we are on our date. The date just started. We don't know what's going on. Here we go. How I let Allie talk me into this, I'll never know. You sure this is a good idea? There's only one way to find out, isn't there? Allie grabbed my hand and pulled me toward the slope of the hill. Relax, Aurora. What's the worst that could happen? Well, I could die. Would it be too much to ask to be on a TV show that didn't end up with me dead? Don't worry, I've got you. Oh, shit! Allie slipped on her rollerblades, pulling me down the hill with her. Aw, we're on a little rollerblading date. I tried to step back up on reflex, but it was all I could do to stand up with the rollerblades. Oh, fuck! We started rolling down the hill, faster and faster. Allie was rolling down the hill backwards at full speed. I could see panic in her eyes. I couldn't figure out how to stop. We were going faster and faster. I screamed. Allie laughed and pointed at me. Gosh, your face is priceless. I love it. Allie turned around effortlessly and somehow glided next to me without ever having to let go of my hand. Our breakneck pace became slower and slower as she steered us back and forth repeatedly. Before I knew it, we were gliding down the road smoothly. The wind felt so nice. Now you've got the hang of it. I mean, she's cute, but she's not Allie. You've got a funny way of teaching. The best way to teach a bird to fly is throwing it off a cliff, no? That's definitely a way of looking at it. Don't worry about it. You weren't ever in danger. Have you been rollerblading for a long time? Nope. I actually just learned how to today. What was that about never being in danger? Shh. You're quite a daredevil, aren't you? What gave it away? She laughed as she slapped me on the back. You know, you're a pretty quick learner. You picked up rollerblading almost as fast as I did. Well, I got a pretty great teacher. It's a lot of fun hanging out with you, Allie. Shucks, I feel the same way, Aurora. It's great to be around someone willing to go on an adventure. The world's gone crazy, we're all gonna die, you might as well be around people that make life worth living. I couldn't say it better myself. You know, I bet you can't skate backwards. Allie reversed and started skating backwards as if to taunt me. Oh, why's that? I just think it's a bit too scary for a person who screams when they start going down a little bump. I'm Aurora and I can't handle a little bump. Help me. Yeah, that is probably what I sound like. Come on, it was a hill. Yeah. I felt a fire light inside me. Bring it on, Allie. Oh, are you sure? Did I stutter? Did I fucking stutter. There comes a time in every person's life where we know we're taking a stupid bet, but do it anyway. And did a fucking backflip! Whoa! Wait, am I doing a flip or is the world flipping? I'm not sure. Then it dawned on me. Oh, fuck. Ka-thonk. No, I won't let you kill Aurora. What? You're going to wish we had. What the hell? You're up. You're okay, Aurora? Try not to move. You're a little banged up right now, but you'll be just fine in no time. Kat and I treated your injuries pretty well, if I do say so myself. What happened? You, well, skated backwards? We're definitely skating quite liberally, huh? How'd I get here? I carried you here. Oh man, my head. Take it easy. It's only been a few hours since you KO'd yourself. Well, it's sort of my fault, but I made you some food. It should help you get your strength back up quick. Thanks, Allie. That's really nice of you. I don't expect something that Violet would make. All I can promise is that the food is probably healthier than my last suggestion before you knocked yourself out. I'll take my chances. I took a bite of the food cautiously. Oh, I'm dying. For a moment, Allie was wide-eyed with shock and horror. I'm just messing with you. The food's delicious. Thanks, Allie. Oh, I just realized. I don't have my... There we go. And my little halo up. I didn't realize my halo wasn't up. I just figured I'd get a little bit of payback. You know, no one forced you to jump. She laughed and slapped me on the shoulder and then ran her hand through my hair and scratched it. I found myself smiling, admiring the blue of her eyes. But she scratched my head like a dog? Is that what just happened? I'm looking forward to our next adventure, Aurora. But promise to not be too stupid again, okay? I'll try my best, but people can't help but do stupid things to impress a pretty girl. I got the riz! I guess impressed is what we'll call it. We spent the rest of the day making fun of each other for how stupid we were being. Somehow, someway, Allie could take the ordinary and turn it into an adventure. I was laughing so hard that I could barely feel any pain. Before I knew it, it was nighttime. I stumbled back to my room and plopped onto my bed. What? What? They did this before, where it was like two different things were happening at once. So what is this? Who'd be coming at this hour? I shuffled over in a haze. Hey there, Aurora. Sorry to bother you this late. It's like when Kat comes in, it's like a different, it's like an alternate timeline. It's weird. Hey there, Aurora. Sorry to bother you this late. It's all right. What's up, Kat? Don't mind me. Just gonna make myself real comfortable. And she's gonna sit on my bed. There she goes. Kat walked by me and comfortably sat herself on my bed. I really gotta get one of these beds for myself already. I closed the door and then sat facing her on the opposite side of the bed. So what brings you here tonight? Can't stop thinking about me? You wish. Unfortunately, it's my job to help you survive until the end of the show. And that means checking in with you every night to see how you're doing and making sure you're doing your best on ratings. That's nice of you. Thanks, Kat. Well, to be honest, I don't have a choice. Finding a new person to take your place would be a recruiting nightmare. Back to what I'm here for. Your date today with Allie was ratings knockout. You and Allie were the fan favorite pair, I gotta say. She knows how to make exciting TV. She's got potential for her own show now that I think about it. You were saying. Oh, sorry, I'm getting distracted. The whole world knows now that Allie is your first soulmate candidate and they're hungry for more content. That said, we need a little more drama in the mix now. Tomorrow I want you to find who your second soulmate candidate is and ask them out on a date instead. Alright. So I decided last time that for these three, because these are the three that I don't actually care about all that much, Allie was going to be first, and then Yui, and then Tara last, because she's the one I care about the absolute least. So we're just going to do that. Alright, sounds good to me. I would have expected more resistance, but I guess you understand your situation. Without those ratings getting higher and higher every day, they'll axe the show and your life with it. I guess that makes sense in some warped way. I'm impressed at how well you took that. I'd almost think it wasn't your first time on a life or death killing dating show. Well, that's pretty much what I needed to tell you. It's getting late, and we've both got big days tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. Night, Aurora. Good. She was gone before I had a chance to finish. Guess it's time to call it a night. The sound of waves. Hey, I can hear her call out to me within a dream. It's you. I love you, Aurora. I always will. And I'll always love you too. My mouth moves on its own. Even if there's so many other women on this show, they could never be you. I held her tight and kissed her. You promise? I promise. Promises are unbreakable, you know. That's what you told me. I meant every word I said. She smiled at me. You better have. Your face is becoming clearer to me with every day that goes by. I know you're here with me, but which one are you? I hope it's Violet! Oh my gosh, I heard what happened yesterday. Are you okay? So again, for any of you who are just joining and didn't see the last episode, this over here is Violet. This is my baby girl, wifey. And this is Yui. She's a childhood friend. You already know Allie over here. This is Tara. And this is my second favorite soulmate, Scarlet. She is crazy. Anyway, no worries. I'm good. Thanks, Yui. I'm so relieved. Should you not be resting after yesterday? Nah, no need. I've only got a few scrapes and bruises. I'm surprised the both of you aren't dead after what you pulled. Believe me too. Wait, what? I mean, no worries, Scarlet. I've been rollerblading for longer than most people have ever. Technically, that's probably true, but you should teach us how to rollerblade, Allie. It seems like it'd be fun. You sure, Tara? I feel like that might not be a good idea. What's the worst that could happen? I like your attitude, girl. Come on, let's hit the road. Allie grabbed Tara's hand and pulled her away. Sometime later. Hey, Tara, how was skating? There's no words. I think Allie broke Tara. Who smacked her? What was that? Scarlet waved her hands frantically in front of Tara's face as if to check if anyone was still in there. Tara, you in there? Hey, Tara, the internet's back! I guess nobody's home. Huh? Is there a medic on the island? Luckily, Tara was fine. After that was resolved, we spent the rest of the morning playing video games as therapy for Tara. She still doesn't remember a thing about what happened. What? That's weird. What did you see, Tara? I guess we'll never know. Huh. I don't know what that means. It's so weird. There you are, Aurora. I've been looking for you. It's time to decide who's your second soulmate candidate. Kat moved in closer to whisper. Not like you really have a choice, though. So, without further ado, Aurora, who's the unlucky girl? It's gonna be Yui. I'm hoping that I'm gonna like Yui, but I didn't like her from the very start. So maybe spending some time with her will help. Yui. Yes, I made a bet with 4 you'd choose Yui today. Great choice, Aurora. I knew I could count on you. All right. Let's get this show on the road. The forest to the north of the house was as serene as could be. With each step forward, I felt the soft earth give away beneath my feet and the wind caress my skin. Green as far as the eye can see, and her, in a flowing white dress, standing in the middle of it all. Hey there, Aurora. What you doing all the way out here? I could ask you the same. I guess so. Yui had the cutest giggle, the kind that instantly put a smile on your face. Care to join me for a walk? I'd like that. We started to walk down the forest path together. I couldn't help but be fascinated by her hair, flowing like water in the wind. I doubt you remember, but I'm from way out in the country. I grew up surrounded by animals, nature, you name it. It was just me and my grandma, my sisters, the alpacas, my bunnies, Bun and Bun Bun, and the chickens, and too many farm animals to count. To answer your question from earlier, nature takes me back home. Do you still live there? Yep, wouldn't have it any other way. Though I had moved to the city for a bit, way back when. You know, that's when I met you. Hey JT, how are you? I'm good. We're just here playing Find Love or Die Trying. We're kind of like maybe half-ish way through. Actually, I have no idea how far we are into this game, but we're on a date. We're dating Yui here. She's a high school friend. Oh, yes, I have found love already, but I'm not allowed to date her right now, according to the game. Her name is Violet, and she's the best, but because we picked her up in the first half, apparently I'm not allowed to date her in the second half. So, alas, now we're with the ones that I don't care about. I guess to continue the story. Anywho, how'd we meet? Well, you know, one thing I hated about the city is that everyone's in a rush. People just walk by each other as if they're obstacles to get past, instead of, well, people. I came to the city alone, didn't know left from right. And I got lost. I swear every building looked the same. You can say that again. I tried to ask people for directions to where I could live or where the school was, but no one would give me the time of day. Except for you. I helped you? Yeah, you didn't even know me, but you took the time to help me figure my way out. Gosh, I'd never been so embarrassed in my life. Why were you embarrassed? You know, shy. We found out later we went to the same high school, but we never talked too much after that. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Oh, it's not your fault, Aurora. I had to move back home pretty soon after anyway. Well, I'm happy I'm getting a second chance to get to know you better, Yui. I'm lying. I just want to be with Violet. I feel the same way, Aurora. You're just like how I remember. Well, actually, the whole trying to date 5 girls at a time thing came out of nowhere, but life is full of surprises, I guess. It shouldn't take long to remove them from the equation. I knew she was crazy! She had yandere eyes. I knew it! Sorry, what'd you say? I couldn't hear you. Just a little joke, hee hee. I was just saying I'm so happy to see you again. Here's to the future. We spend the rest of the day taking in the nature and making up for lost time. Apparently, I was always ending up back. Bleh. Apparently, I was always ending up in trouble back then. I guess not much has changed. Something about Yui made it so easy to open up. I found myself almost telling her the truth about the show several times. Even though I couldn't tell her the whole truth, I could tell her just enough of what was worrying me to make me feel at home and at ease. Whatever's getting you down, I'm sure it'll be okay. No matter what, I'm on your side, Aurora. I don't trust her. Never have. I was about to enter my room when I felt a familiar tap on my shoulder. It's gonna be Cat. Fuck you. Hey there, Aurora. Got a minute? Let me just make sure Allie or Yui see me come in here. Fan some flames. Sorry, what? Cat looked around, smiled, and then went into my room. I followed suit. First, the good news. Thanks to my plan, we've gotten enough ratings to avoid early canning. People loved it when you and Allie were the main ship, but loved it even more after Yui kicked off this competition. Yes, Cat is very pretty, but she is potentially evil. I'm glad to hear I get to live another day. For now, at least, but that can change on a dime, so keep it up. Between those two, do you have a favorite? Well, if I have to pick between the two, you can fix her. You know what? I do think that she is salvageable. I think we'll have like a chance to potentially date her towards the end, but I don't know. She's part of like, she's kind of like, I keep on comparing her to, if you've seen Date Alive, she's like the little sister in Date Alive. where she's like not really dateable, but like she is, you know. She is hot. She's not the hottest of all of them, but she's hot. If I had to pick between the two, I'm gonna pick Allie because I think Yui is a yandere. I think I have a better connection with Allie right now. She makes every moment exciting, and I just can't get enough of that. I had a feeling you'd say that, and you're right to say that. Well, let's see where things go with her. Something tells me you'll get a chance to hang out with her again soon. Anyway, that's it for today. Keep it up, and who knows, you might just be the first one to make it out of here. Night, Aurora. Bye. Sometimes the most precious moments are the most mundane. It's just the two of us spending the evenings together in the games room. The games room. I'm reading a book and at the same time watching her rage against an opponent in a fighting game. Wait a minute. It's fun to watch her savor each victory or explode with profanity when she loses. Life is good. Is Tara like the main antagonist? Is she the mastermind behind this? It's times like these where you wish life could always be this simple. Sometimes in those moments, people wish for more excitement, for fame, for fortune, for anything but the ordinary. But all I want is the ordinary with you. Fuck you! I love this woman so much. I added that. Okay, I think we're gonna get some drama. No! Oh, that was it for the evening. That's so weird. In the morning, the girls and I decided to hang out in the garden outside the house. Oh wow, there's all kinds of flowers here that I've never seen here before. So this is Tara over here. She's our little gamer girl. This is Yui. You know, she's the child. Well, she's not a childhood friend, a high school friend, whatever. And this is Scarlet. She is my second favorite soulmate character. She's so hot. Is Tara wearing a Pink Floyd shirt? Oh wow, there's all kind. Okay, I just read that. They're all very cute. I have a bad feeling about Tara now, though. I feel like she might actually be like the mastermind behind this. Why? Okay, so that little part where like it was just like the end of the date and it was all this black and there was just words. Normally that would be the overnight sequence that would be like something. Oh, hey Shrippy. Like something, like some insight into like behind the scenes stuff, but instead it talked about Tara because she's the only gamer. So like, what does it mean? All right, really? You've never seen a tulip? Look at her face. Scarlet has the greatest yandere face. Grandma and I only grew hyacinths back home, so nope. Not even on the internet? I mean, yeah, girl, what? And I thought I had to get out more. I can believe that. The only flowers I ever work with are Venus flytraps. Oh, yeah, by the way, Scarlet's crazy. She's like a crazy, like, research scientist lady. She's insane. She turned everyone into zombies once. What do you do with those? Well, we do a lot of experiments at the lab. Don't you ever find yourself thinking, wouldn't it be cool to make a Venus flytrap that could walk and talk? Is that a what's it called? Little Pet Shop of Horrors reference? Literally never. Yeah, for once, Tara, I agree with you. Oh, it's whatever. She ran away 2 years ago. What? Both my neighbors lost their pet cats the same day, too. What a fucking coincidence. I miss you, Fluffy. You sure they were lost? Hey, there's my girl! Everybody, meet Violet. This is my wifey. This is her. She's so cute. She's a precious angel who bakes me cakes. I love her so much. Tea's ready. Thanks, Violet. I got a cup for everybody. The aroma from the tea really worked up my appetite. I've prepared some treats for us as well. Please enjoy. We spent the rest of the morning eating delicious treats and sipping on delicious tea as we theorized what might have happened to Fluffy. I don't think you need to theorize, guys. I think you know what happened. Personally, my money's on the felines being the culprits. Every cat I've met has had a nasty surprise up their sleeve. What the fuck kind of sentence was that? Alright. Now we gotta decide now we have to date Tara. I found Kat in the same place she found me yesterday. Morning, Aurora. It's time to decide who your last soulmate candidate. Oh man, I'm gonna make a killing from today's bet with 4 because I only have 1 left to date. Poor guy, he doesn't know you've been rigging the show. Wait, he does. What he doesn't know can't hurt him. Anyway, after you make your choice, it'll be just between the 3 soulmate candidates from here on out. Wait, just a second. I thought somebody would ask, so let me explain. If you don't get chosen, we'll make the rest of this show a tropical getaway for you. You'll still be able to see the other girls and live in the mansion, so really it's no big deal. Yeah, so basically the first half of the game, before shit went weird, and as it turns out we are trapped in a loop, I was only able to date 2 girls, and I picked Violet and Scarlet. And then when we got thrown back into the loop to restart, I was not allowed to date either Violet or Scarlet, and I had to pick the other 3, and it sucks. Anyway, Tara did a fist bump. So without further ado, Aurora, who is the last unlucky girl. It's Tara. Let's go, bitch. Alright, our work's cut out for us. Give us a minute to set up the scene, then go find her. As I walked closer and closer to the games room, I could hear people screaming bloody murder. Help! You're not going anywhere! Take him, I'm too young to die! I rushed inside as fast as I could. Oh, it's these guys. What kind of brother would sacrifice his own flesh and blood to survive? Life is tough, Buttercup. No! I'll save you, bro! Bro! Ah! It's the heroes that die first, you know. Bro! Where was I? Oh, right. One down to... Did she shoot him? Get over here! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was horrible. I mean, get over here! They were playing a fighting video game. I wonder which one it was. Oh, sup, Aurora. Give me a second. I've got to do a bit of pest control. 2 and 3, kill him first. I don't know what that was. Alright. Y'all lost fair and square. Is she playing a PS Vita? As promised, you guys know what you have to do. The Brothers 5 groaned as they each put on some kind of futuristic helmet. Damn, not bad, Tara. You wiped the floor with those guys. I do make a living doing this, believe it or not. Oh, yeah, she's a streamer. She's a little gamer girl. She streams. I'm not sure how streaming off of her little PS Vita over here, or is this like a mashup of like a Switch, or is it like the new PlayStation? What's it called? The one, like the controller thing that you can hook up to your, but I don't remember. Whatever it is. Though lately, it's been a little boring. Why's that? It's just same old, you know? Though I do have something new in store if you're down. Yeah, sure, whatever. Good. I'm just gonna need you to put on this non-suspicious at all headset. Tara picked up a helmet from behind the couch and placed it on my head. This won't hurt a bit, don't worry. Is she gonna throw me into VR? Wait, why would it... It was like lightning ran through my head. She is evil. Oh, or is it VR? I don't know. I'm in some kind of forest? Oh, it's VR. Whoa, Rura, you're here too? Where are we? I want to go home. Oh, stop whining. You're just in a video game. Come on, this isn't your first time you've seen this happen in fiction. That kind of thing exists now? It's been around at least 1,000,000 years by now. Get with the times. Last I checked, I'd never heard of anything like this. Alright. So maybe it was some weird kind of weird device I've never seen before. Can you blame me for wanting to try messing with it? Wait, there's no way this could be a game. It looks so real. I have to admit, I had my doubts too. Everything looked as if it were really there. Hey, if you want proof, just try walking outside of this forest. Two took a few cautious steps forward, and then some more. Oof! He smacked against some kind of invisible wall. The smacking sound will never get old. There's some kind of invisible wall there. It really is a video game, huh? Actually, that's the wall of the games room. I thought this console would be like a deep dive sort of virtual reality video game too, but it seems like everything we do here is replicated in the real world. Walk too many steps in a certain way and smack! Doesn't that make this kind of useless? I guess, if you're allergic to fun. The sound of the intercom played through the forest. Hey, can you guys hear me? Cat, we can hear you. What's up? You guys need to log out of that game right now. If you're in the game too long, it'll fry your brain. We're in Sword Art Online. What? How? Why? Long story short, it's an experimental, game console that we had in storage. No idea how Tara found it, though. This show is always trying to find new ways to kill me, isn't it? How much time do we have? Before it fries your brain? I don't know, maybe a few minutes, maybe several hours, but it'll slowly sap your sanity the longer you're there. Just log out already. We don't know how. The brothers 5 and I looked around frantically, but there wasn't any way for us to log out. Oh, I don't think you guys can see the logout menu. I think it's an admin only kind of thing. If you see it, Tara, then come on, log us out already. She cackled like a B-movie maniac, because she is one. Something tells me that she didn't have much sanity to sap in the first place. But it'd be a shame to leave so soon. Let's play a game first. It just so happens that as an admin, I can change all of your avatars at will. Check it out. Bam! Oh. I looked down to my hands, which had now become tiny little wings. I looked down at my face, and I have a beak? I became a bird? Oh god, what did she do to us? We're pigeons! Let me out! We'll never become accountants now. We're gonna die here. I think I've got a new fetish. Okay, 5. The pigeons 5 ran around frantically, like chickens, with their heads cut off. I can't blame them. I looked up to Tara, who seemed like a giant compared to us now. Now, I'm sure you're wondering why I turned you all into birds. Because you're crazy? I guess you could say that. It's funny, Aurora. Earlier you told me that this whole show was like a dating sim, except that you were in the driving seat. Now the shoe is on the other foot. She cackled again like a wicked witch. Welcome to Pigeon Dating Sim Battle Royale. You'll have to seduce me if you want to get out of here. With each day that passes, I fear more for humanity's future. And you wanted us to be pigeons for this? I mean, yeah, the ratio of human to pigeon visual novels is totally out of whack, man. Speaking of pigeon visual novels, I do have that pigeon dating sim, like, on my wish list of games to play. Maybe that's one we'll check out after this. I figure we should balance that out. I am trapped in a killer virtual reality game show, and to make matters worse, I'm also trapped in the body of a pigeon. Now I need to seduce a woman with my avian charm. Oh, come on. I got that riz. I totally believe in me. You can imagine the kind of stress I'm under. Now seduce me. One by one, the pigeons 5s fired pickup line after pickup line at Tara, but to no avail. Come on, move those wings like you mean it. I tried my hand a few times too, but it was clear they had no effect. Probably because she's not attracted to pigeons. I can't imagine that being a pigeon helped with that in any way. Let's try one more. How about, damn girl, you're a hoot. Damn girl, you're looking so fly. Damn girl, you're more addicting than quack. I'm going with that one. That is a hilarious pun. With my will to live at an all-time low, Oh. The game went dark. A moment later, we were back in the games room. Damn, I didn't get to say my pickup line. What? We're back, thank God. I've got fingers. I can write. I can fill out a balance sheet. I love these guys. They're great. Ah, just when it was getting good. 5 has to work through some stuff. Wait, is something burning? The game console had smoke coming out of it. Guess it's toast. What happened? My mind's all foggy. You okay, Tara? I'm gonna take a nap. Yeah, what is the deal with Tara? She jumped on the couch and within seconds was fast asleep. The brothers 5 and I decided it'd be best to never talk about this again. What is going on with Tara? I'm pretty sure she's the evil mastermind behind all of this. After today's date, I went out for a short walk outside the mansion. Fuck, there she is! I knew it! I was about to say, here comes Kat. Oh, hey, Aurora. Hey, Kat, what's up? Let's not waste any time. I gotta get back to editing, and you know what I want to hear. I know Allie was your favorite till now, but maybe Tara has shaked things up a bit. Who's number 1 now? Funny that they don't even give me the option for Yui. I'm gonna go with Allie, though. I hope this isn't like a Monica situation. Allie is still my number 1. I've been counting the days till I can see her again. That's... Why'd I say it like that? And I know it's going to be worth the wait. Damn, that's definitely going to go in the broadcast. I couldn't write that much cheese if I tried. I've got some good news for you then. My plan was a success. Having 3 soulmate candidates has worked magic for our ratings, which of course means the show will go on. That's awesome. So I'm safe now? Just for now. Though we're not out of the woods just yet. We need to make sure the next stretch of the show rates even higher. It's time for phase 2. Over the next 3 days, you'll go on a second date with each of the girls you've already dated. Just imagine how much higher our ratings would be if our viewers got to see even more of their favorites falling in love. Just imagine that sweet ad revenue rolling in. Sorry, I got distracted for a second. Sound good to you? Sounds like a plan to me. Good, that's what I like to hear. Tomorrow morning, I'll be asking you who you want to have your first, second date with. Put some thought into that. Sometimes the order of content is just as important as the content itself for ratings. Is she trying to tell me something? Do I need to do Tara last, maybe? Or not Tara, Allie last? Because I didn't do Violet last time. Although I don't think that would really matter. I think that the game was going to play out regardless of who you picked. I don't know. Will do. Thanks, Kat. No biggie. I gotta get back to work, so I'll see you later. Night. I waved goodbye to her as she walked away from the mansion. Guess it's time to turn in for the night. We borrowed a boat and went for a cruise around the island. I love the way the wind feels. Why's that? Feels like freedom. Can't get enough of it. No cameras, no people, nothing to stop me from... She pulled me close and kissed me on the lips. For a moment, time stopped and we were the only 2 people that existed. Doing what I want. I smiled. I'm pretty sure we don't need to be all the way out here just for a kiss. I guess you're right. After all, it's hotter if people are watching. We laughed together as we cruised along till the sun went down. The world was ours. The sound of waves grows louder and louder, threatening to pull me back into reality. Will I know you before I'm taken under? Bum bum bum! Oh, I just noticed that the chapters don't change when the night ends either. That was a thing. That's a thing that's different. We kicked off our morning with a delicious meal made by Violet, baby girl. Love her. She's so cute. She's cooking all of her food. So tell us more about your dream, Tara. I don't really remember much, but I was in a video game and I was getting hit on by a lot of pigeons. How am I supposed to respond to that? What if it was a sign? I'm sorry, what? It was a dream, nothing more. I don't see how... Ellie had a devilish grin on her face. I think it is a sign, Tara. It's a sign that you should try making video games. The world needs more pigeon dating sims. You're right. There's no time to waste. Tara ran off. Bye. Oh my, are you certain that was a good idea to spur her on? Of course. Seriously, what's the worst that could happen? I felt a chill run down my spine. Well, that's ominous. Morning, Aurora. What's up? Congrats! You've made it to the 4th day, and you've become the first person to have not 1, not 2, but 3 soulmate candidates. Who would have thought? Granted, soulmate candidates don't really exist, but hey, we'll edit that part out. You should be really, really proud of yourself. I can't tell if you're being serious or not. I'll leave that for you to guess. Anyway, between your 3 lucky romantic interests, who do you want to spend the day with? She was saying something about the order. Should I go backwards this time, maybe? Let's try going backwards. We'll do Tara first. Tara, alright, sounds like a plan. I think she's working on something in the mansion. Lead the way. I knocked on the door to the games room. Hey, Aurora, what's up? I thought I'd check in and see how you were doing with your game. Let me show you what I'm working on then. Tara handed me her game device. She's making a game on, like, a PSP. Not all the art's ready yet, but I'm hoping it'll be done soon. It's a farming game. I had to ditch the pigeon dating idea after, well, finding out it was already done. Oh, hey! She's talking about the pigeon dating game. That's so funny. I love how meta this game is sometimes. That's really a shame. For the whole world, really. But in this game, you get to live in a village out in the country, make friends, raise crops, and decimate all the invaders with your giant mecha pigeon death machine. And there's 1 million possible weapon combinations, and... That sounds different. Wow, that sounds different. I don't know what to expect, but I'd love to play it. I'm curious how you decided to make it a farming game. Good question. They've just got a special place in my heart. I used to just play these morning till night every day. You can probably tell, but I'm not really a go out and party kind of person. To be honest, I don't know enough people to go to parties anyway, but whatever. Hey, it's your choice on how to spend your time. Just do what you want, you know? That's pretty much how I feel about it. Enough talk. Try playing it. I want to see how you feel about it. Alright, here we go. Oh my. The title screen displayed with a click. Star Blue Valley. I was a mecha pilot who got tired of life in the mecha corps and decided to move out to the country to become a farmer. I was a pretty good one at that. Every season, I'd learn to plant, water, and harvest new kinds of crops. Tara would give me advice for farming every season. Her face was so close to mine, she'd watch every move with a pensive expression. Farming and fishing felt great, but fishing was almost impossible to do at first. The mecha parts of the machine felt incredible. You could even get to know the villagers and have relationships with them too. It's just Stardew Valley. There was just one thing that was a bit weird. First, wow, what you have so far is incredible, Tara. She's been working on this all morning? Like a couple of hours? Alright. You think so? Yeah, really, it's incredible. I never thought you could combine farming and being a mecha pilot in the same game, but you did it just fine. Thanks, Aurora. That's nice of you to say. There's just one thing I think that was a little off. What's that? A feedback would be great. Any feedback would be great. I feel like the relationships with the townspeople were a little weird. The dating aspects didn't really feel right. Yeah, I knew you'd notice. It's kind of embarrassing, but I've never actually dated before, so I have no idea what it's really like. And to be honest, I've never really had a real friend either. If it's not too much to ask... Her voice suddenly reduced to a whisper. Hold on. Hold on. Maybe you and I could be friends. Was that creepy? I'm sorry. I'd be honored to be your friend. That said, please don't trap me in a video game again. Sorry, what? Anyway, watching you play gave me some ideas. Want to help me with testing them? Sure, I'd be happy to help however I can. We both suggest ideas, she'd implement it, and we'd test it together and repeat. It just kept getting better and better. Okay. Tara's smile and enthusiasm was contagious. I couldn't help but be excited for her and in awe of her drive. We spent the rest of the day working on her game, but it only felt like minutes. I'm just glad it wasn't another virtual reality game. I have the hiccups. No, I'm okay. I was feeling a bit restless after today's date to wait in my room, so I went downstairs to relax. Looks like someone had the same idea I did. Kat was relaxing on the sofa with a bottle of red wine in hand. Hey there, Aurora. Care for a glass or 5? Yeah, okay. Sure, I'd love a glass. Now that's what I'm talking about. She handed me a glass and poured until it was full. Whoa, maybe a little too much. What's life without a few risks? Long, much like your remaining lifespan. Kat filled her glass to the brim and downed it in one go. She laughed and lightly jabbed me. I felt like I was finally getting to see her real smile. Kat started chugging down the bottle. Ah! You okay? I work on a TV show that kills innocent people for shits and giggles. How okay do you think I could be? Well, at least she's being real for once. You might want to stop drinking that. You're more of a buzzkill than Damien, and I don't even know how that's possible. He's killed people with buzzsaws. Oh, so he is just Grell from Black Butler. Okay, cool. Sorry, Aurora. I didn't mean that. It's okay, Kat. No worries. Now that you mention it, how did you end up working here anyway? Oh, you know, the old career fair down the block. She laid down on the sofa. If you're here for the daily interview where I ask you about your day, I already have enough footage for today. As strange as it might sound, Kat, I'm here because I'm worried about you. And why's that? People who chug a whole bottle of wine in one night usually aren't in the best place. Worry about yourself, Aurora. If you knew some of the things I'd done to survive, you wouldn't be trying to comfort me. From what it sounds like, no one really has any choice. You just focus on being a ratings magnet on your dates. I'll be fine. Thanks, Aurora. If you don't mind, I'd like to be alone. Good night, Kat. Don't stay up too late. Great, the walking corpse is giving me advice on how to live now. Do I really look that bad right now? Good night, Kat. I hurried along. Now hold on just a... If only I could escape this island as easily as I could from a very, very drunk cat. Wait a minute. If Kat's drunk, then who's making sure today's episode is good? Something tells me I'm not going to sleep very well tonight. The two of us were lying down in a grassy field, watching the world pass us by. Where would you want to go when we're out of here? The countryside. Seems like it'd be the only place nowadays that you can get some peace and quiet. That does sound nice. Would you come with me? I know it's not for everybody, and it's missing a lot of the... You don't even have to ask, love. Of course I'm coming with you. We're a team, right? We're a team. She moved closer. I held her tight in my arms. Mom would have loved you. I wish you would have had a chance to meet her. I know. We'll make sure our kid gets a chance to meet theirs, though. Her face turned bright red. What? What? Say that after we're actually engaged. It's cute how embarrassed she gets. You mean it? Every word. You're sweet. Not as sweet as you. Dude. The girls and I kicked off our morning by testing out Tara's game together. And there's my baby over here. It was multiplayer now, so we all could play together in the same world. This came with its own fair share of consequences. I said cover me or you'll have to finish making dinner yourself. I'm trying, there's too many mutant vegetables attacking. Yui, I need you to cover me, where are you? I'm sorry, it's the mayor's birthday and I can't decide which berry to give him. It can wait! But then I won't get bonus points. Come to think of it, I think we're running low on tomatoes and carrots. Do you need any, Violet? We have enough to survive the winter, but more supplies are always welcome. I'm on it. Well, the game's definitely gotten more exciting. I wanted for them to test the relationships, but maybe that'll have to wait a bit. I guess we'll see next time? Yeah, next time. I can't wait. We spend the rest of the morning playing Tara's game. Good morning, Cat. I've been looking for you. Not so loud, please. My head's killing me from all the wine last night. Wait a minute. This has happened before. But I don't know what that means. I still had to edit our broadcast after that, which didn't help. This is exactly what happened last time, but we didn't see her drink that time. So, are our little interludes with Kat happening in an alternate reality or a different part of the loop or something? Somehow this scene feels familiar. Okay. Something tells me that my chance of surviving goes down for every open bottle of alcohol on the island. Maybe I should spend today reenacting Prohibition instead of going on a date. You do know how Prohibition ended, right? Anyway, back to the brass tacks. Yesterday's second date with Tara went really well. Let's keep striking the iron while it's hot. Which soulmate candidate will you be going on a second date with today? It's gonna be Yui today. Yui. I knew it. Damn, I should have made another bet with 4. Anyway, Yui's somewhere in the fields behind the mansion. Of course she is. I'll be filling as usual. Get a move on. I could see Yui waving at me from the top of the hill. Hey there, Aurora. It's nice to see you again. I don't trust her. I don't know what her deal is. But I don't trust her or Tara, if I'm being honest. It's nice to see you too, Yui. You wanted to show me something? Now that I was closer, I could see Yui was holding one hand behind her back. Actually, judging by the picture, she's holding both hands behind her back, but whatever. Believe me, it's the most amazing thing you've ever seen. Behold! It's a bunny! Ah! I also didn't read that. I said that on my own. He's so cute! It was indeed a bunny. Where did this little guy come from? To be honest, I have no idea. I wonder if he's a wild one or maybe somebody's pet. I've asked around. It doesn't look like he belongs to anybody. So I've been taking care of him since I found him. I just couldn't help myself, you know. Yui's smile was as earnest as could be. Didn't you have a pet bunny back home? I had 2, Bun and Bun Bun. So creative. Both of them are total rascals, but Bun 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 here is a good boy, aren't you? She nuzzled against Bun Bun Bun's head. Yes, you are, nuzzle, nuzzle. We played with the bunny for a little while. She picked the bunny up and held it in her arms. Bun 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 looked quite content. You know, you're pretty amazing with animals, Yui. Well, I've been surrounded by animals my whole life. Back at my house, well, to be honest, it was more of a barn than anything. Since my sisters were too young and Grandma was getting up there, I'd take care of all the animals. Grandma's taken care of them ever since they were born. My parents were supposed to take care of them after Grandma retired, but, well, you know, life happens. I'm just glad to have what I have. Oh, Bun 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 had managed to squeeze out of her hands and ran off. We gotta catch him, let's go! On it! I ran as fast as I could after Bun Bun Bun, but it was no use. The distance kept widening. Before long, we couldn't even see him anymore. Sorry I couldn't catch him. He's really fast for something so small. Aw, don't worry about it. Bun 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 likes to do this all the time. He's a bit mischievous, but he won't do anything dangerous. We can take our time looking for him, if you're willing to help. Of course, Yui. We started walking towards where we last saw Bun Bun Bun, right after we caught our breath again. Gosh, isn't it so nice to be outside? The smell of fresh air, the breeze. There's nothing like it. There really isn't. I smiled. At first, I was really excited to go to the city. There's so many people, so many things to do, so many beautiful things. And most of all, I got to meet you. Shucks, you're making me blush. She laughed and touched my arm. Even so, the city's just not my thing. It's a little bit funny, though the reason I had to come home all of a sudden was terrible. A little part of me was glad to be home. Ever had that kind of feeling before? I have. It's strange, but sometimes there's good and the bad, and sometimes that good can outweigh the bad. Exactly. You get it, Aurora. My family's never been closer, and that's all I want. They told me to make a lot of money in the city, make something of myself, all that. It might seem old-fashioned, but I just want to put the people I love first. That's all you got in the city. That's all you got in life, really. I'm curious, what do you put first in life? Happiness. Happiness. If you don't have that, what do you have? Oh, is that so? I think we'd make a great team then. We talked for several hours about what we wanted out of life. We seemed to match up perfectly. I was beaming the whole time. It was hard to believe that, it's Bun Bun Bun! Yui pointed in front of us, and sure enough, there was Bun 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 chomping on a bush. Oh. Hi. I'd never seen anyone move so fast. Yui descended on Bun 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 like a hawk and grabbed him in an instant. You're going back to your den, you bad little bunny. But I'm happy you're safe. She nuzzled her face against his fur. Bun 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 was practically purring with delight. And then she looked right at me. I can't promise I could give you the most exciting life with the most twists and turns around every corner. But I can promise that if you chose me, I'd always be by your side, no matter what. Wherever you are, I'd come running always. She took a step forward. Wow, I am illiterate. She took a step towards me and kissed my cheek. We locked eyes, and for that time all I could see was her and how beautiful she was. Bun 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 seemed to be a little jealous after that. Thanks again for the help, Aurora. Being with you made this all go a lot faster, and made it really special to me. Anytime, Yui. I'm happy to. We walked back together to the mansion, holding hands and smiling all the while. Seems like a nice night for a walk. Yeah, see? This is like... whatever. Oh, hey, Aurora. What are you doing out here? Just going out for a walk? Care to join me? Sure, why not? I got a few minutes. How about we do a circle around the mansion grounds? Sounds good to me. So, how'd your date with Yui go? Oh, are we already back to our daily interviews? Did the island run out of wine? That's wholly unrelated. But yes. Anyway, my date with Yui today was... I would like to say awesome, but I have to hold true to my girl Violet. It was only okay. Oh, really? That's too bad. Yui said in an interview that she thought you two really connected, but I guess it wasn't both ways. Well, it doesn't matter. The audience thinks you did, and that's enough to keep you breathing. We've had this conversation before. Keep it up with what you're doing. Our ratings have only been climbing higher and higher every day. But it's no time to celebrate just yet. I know, don't worry. I'm sticking to the plan. That's good to hear. Seriously, if you got yourself killed by not following the plan at this point, you deserve it. Looks like we finished our walk. Anyway, I gotta get back to work. But it was a nice break. Night, Aurora. Night, Cat. I walked back to my room and plopped on my bed. Alright. Time to get some shut-eye. Oh! Yeah, that whole sequence was the same as before. Because of shut-eye being spelled as one word, which is not how that works. The scent of something delicious being freshly baked wafted through the kitchen. It's just the two of us. Looks like this batch didn't turn out well either, she frowned. Hey, on the bright side, I can at least tell it's bread this time. Uh-oh, that wasn't the right thing to say. It has been a while since I've done this. Sorry, Aurora. I wanted you to have something good. I reached for one of the pieces of bread. Wait, I'm sure it's... I took one bite and then wolfed the bread down like it was the last of its kind. It's delicious. I reached for another to prove my point. You really mean it? I took a moment to wolf down the second piece. Crossed my heart. You're just saying that. She smiled. Ah, that's the moment I've been waiting for. She hugged me with all her might. But I love that about you, you know? I love you, Aurora. I held her tight. I love you too. For a moment, the whole world was just me and her. And that was all that mattered. What I wouldn't give to have you back like this. Okay. Okay. Ah, hello, ladies. You've got to be kidding. My goodness, he really said that? Yeah, and he was all like, whoa, what the hell is that? A flash of white raced across the kitchen, sending the girls into a frenzy. What the hell is that? Coming through, sorry. Yui practically bulldozed through the other girls in the kitchen. What's going on? I take it back. Bun 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 is a bad boy. He just seemed so well behaved, I thought I'd let him outside again, and Bun 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 effortlessly swerved past Yui under Violet and leapt onto Allie. Whoa! Bun 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 somehow made his way up to her head and took her cap in his mouth. Hey, give that back! Bun 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 seemed to sneer at Allie and then leapt away and ran off. Get back here! Allie started chasing Bun 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 with all she had, but somehow he always stayed one step ahead of her. This looks like a job for me. I'm going to need a Venus flytrap and a few bottles of... Bun 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 leapt onto Scarlet. Ah! Get off! It was quite humorous that a mere bunny has eluded you all this long. Think you could catch it? Why, of course. Watch him master at... Bun 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 leapt on Violet's face. Ah! Get this foul creature off of me! Bun 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 sneered with contempt. Someone do something! At that moment, I realized that Tara was recording Violet's struggles. I'm helping in just a second! Bun 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 leapt off of Violet onto the kitchen floor and ran out. Give me my cat back! I do suppose a nice rabbit stew was on for lunch today. Huh, I guess I should help too. You up to help, Aurora? I don't see why not. Time for round 2. Now quick, before it gets too far. I'm right behind you. We spent the rest of the morning trying to catch Bun Bun Bun. Emphasis on trying. That bunny is on something. I'm calling it now. We finally managed to catch him by baiting him with some food Violet reluctantly made, and even then, he didn't make it easy. Let's hope the rest of the day is a little bit more relaxed. Why am I sleeping? Ah, here we go. I'm awake. Morning, Aurora. How'd you sleep? Pretty well, considering how you edit the footage that keeps me alive. Drunk. That sounds like a win-win to me, if you ask me. Can you believe it? We're already on the 6th day of the show. Is it already? Time sure goes by fast. No kidding. Anyway, it's time to wrap up phase 2. You just need to go on a second date with your last soulmate candidate. Shouldn't be too hard, no? Please don't jinx me. Break a leg. Seriously, actually breaking a leg would be a lot better for you than messing up today's date. Not helping, Cat. Time to get today's date started with none other than my 3rd soulmate candidate, Allie. Oh, they didn't make me pick it this time. Howdy, Aurora. You ready for round 2? I figured you might want to hang out somewhere where rollerblades don't work. Aw, I spent all night dreaming of the next chance I could use those 2 little death machines. Then I think you'll love what we got in store today. There's no real wheels where we're going. What do you mean? You'll see. Follow me. First I'm gonna need you to close your eyes. I'm not sure I like where this is going. Nothing to worry about, Aurora. I'll be right next to you the whole time. Because that's always gone well, hasn't it? Allie moved behind me and covered my eyes with her hands. Now let's just keep walking forward. Trust me. Right. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't somewhat enjoying this. My heart skipped a beat when she wrapped her arms around me. I cautiously took a step after step forward. First, I felt dirt, then sand, then water? Are you trying to make me drown myself? Of course not, though I have to admit this does look like how they killed people back in the day. Ah, you're going to want to take a really high step forward next, or it's going to hurt. I raised my right leg as high as I could and then stepped forward. Something changed, clanged, like metal. Next, I brought over my left leg. Keep your eyes closed for just a second longer, I just gotta do one thing. Allie let go of me and then took a few steps forward. Brace yourself! Wait, what's... I was knocked off my feet by the sudden movement and opened my eyes on reflex. Water sprayed onto my body as I struggled to regain my balance. All aboard the SS St. Allie! When and where did you get a boat? Pretty cool, right? I found this baby in the back of the mansion this morning. You just found it? Anyway, I asked Kat if I could take it for a spin. She said that as long as we stay within a few clicks of the island, we're good, or the engine will automatically shut off. As I thought, why not have a little... So I thought, why not have a little joyride around the island? What could go wrong? There's no fun in thinking that, is there? So why bother? Why indeed, thought the person stuck on a life or death dating show. We cruised around the island for a while, taking note of the different buildings covering the island. The mansion seemed so small from way out here. Hours flew by as we cruised around. Allie took a deep breath and sighed. You okay, Allie? You don't seem as chipper as usual. I guess I'm a little homesick. It's nothing to do with you, promise. I'm just worried about my old man. I'm sorry, wasn't your father... Oh, yeah, he's long gone. You know the old story about New Asia. I'm talking about Bill. He was a good friend of my dad's, and he's taken care of me and a whole lot of other kids. Sounds like a cool dude. You sure have a way with words, don't you, Aurora? I don't dwell much on the past. It just slows you down. I couldn't agree more. Is that the amnesia talking? Who knows? She laughed as she put her hand tenderly against my cheek. I'm more worried that he'll get himself into trouble if I'm not around to keep him in check. What's he like? Let's just say that a lot of how I act is from him, but I'm much more restrained. If you're like this, I guess I wouldn't survive even a single day hanging out with him. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Oh, nothing at all. Allie made a sharp turn. The sudden force almost threw me out of the boat. Hey, what was that for? Oh, nothing at all. I couldn't help but smile at her. She was practically shining when she had that devilish grin. I'm sure he's doing just fine, Allie. He's probably watching right now, just to make sure you're safe. You're probably right, now that I think about it. He always wastes the day watching shitty reality TV shows. Which gives me an idea. What's that? With one hand on the wheel, Allie turned to me and kissed me on the lips. I kissed her back. It felt like lightning was running through my veins. The boat started to rock back and forth more and more uncontrollably, but we didn't stop. That's gotta give Bill a heart attack. Seriously, what kind of father lets their daughter go on a trashy show like this? I couldn't help but laugh. Whatever. It's been a fun ride so far. And here's to the next one with you, Aurora. She kissed me again, sending the boat into an erratic frenzy. We spent the rest of the day together cruising around on the boat till we ran out of daylight. I'm feeling a little bit of the late night munchies. Guess I'll go head downstairs. Okay, my prediction is that I'm gonna go to the kitchen and potentially get some cookies or something. But I'm gonna meet Kat again. That's just how it goes. But aha! Oh hey, Aurora. I was just about to go up to check in on you. Oh hey there, Kat. What's up? Huh. There were some fancy desserts here from last week, but I can't find them anymore. I guess I'll take that out of the Brother Five's paychecks. How do you know it was them? They're like clockwork. Munch. This was the Brothers Five, no doubt about it. Allie made direct eye contact with me and then hightailed it out. Anyway, I've been meaning to talk with you. What's up? How's your day with Allie today go? What if I just keep saying because Violet is my baby. It was alright, I guess. Oh really? That's too bad. Allie said in an interview after your date that she thought you two really connected. Well, it doesn't matter. The audience thinks you did, and that's what keeps you alive. I guess so. Well, that should be enough footage for today. Thanks, Aurora! You'll be happy to know that Phase 2 of the plan was a smashing success. That's great to hear. No kidding. The Love Square? It's got viewers on the edge of their seats. You've actually broken the record for ratings on a killer dating game show. It's not as niche as it sounds. Do I get a plaque for that? This has got to count for something somewhere. We don't have it printed yet, but I've prepared your tombstone in advance if you're looking for a souvenir. Thanks for the vote of confidence, Kat. Let it never be said that I'm anything but supportive. Anyway, we're on to Phase 3. It's pretty much the same as Phase 2, except with third dates this time. And one caveat. What's that, Kat? I'm sure you've got a favorite in mind between the 3 girls you're dating now. If you want to maximize your chances of getting out of here alive, save the best for last. It gives audiences something to look forward to. Sounds good to you? Makes sense to me. That's all for today. See you later. And now they're telling me how to play the game. Let's see here. Guess I'll call it a night. Walk back to my room. Time to get some shut-eye. So what's this supposed to do? It's only a prototype, but technical details aside, you can think of it as a memory rewriter. So it rewrites memories? Pretty much. Think of it like a surgeon's scalpel. With it, you can make someone forget things as big as who they are or something as small as a specific conversation. So if you use this on someone, anything's fair game. You could erase anything you wanted. Exactly. Well, maybe it's not really a scalpel, since it comes with a reset button. It's sad, though. This was supposed to help people after the war. I was supposed to help people after the war. I'm sorry, Scarlet. Don't worry about it. I may not be able to help them, but it doesn't mean I can't help you and your partner escape from this madness. Thank you, really. Thank you so much. I know you're taking an incredible risk for us that, honestly, most people would never. Don't mention it, Aurora. It's what I do. If they manage to trace it back to me, then I'll accept whatever comes. It'd be the first time I helped somebody in quite some time. Scarlet, the boat is just past the woods, behind the rocky enclave near the beach. It won't be there forever, so act quickly. It'd be suicide to go for it during the day, so I recommend heading there near midnight. Thank you, Scarlet. You sure you don't want to come with us? Someone has to stay here to help the people that fall in the spider's web. You don't have to be so noble. I envy her, you know, to get to leave this place with you. But someone needs to stay here to do what's right. Oh no, I'm nervous. What if I can't escape with Violet? I'm so nervous. I have to pick one of these three girls instead. Not one of these three, but you know, like, a beach scene? Seriously? You get to see them in swimsuits? It's not only gratuitous, but oh so predictable. Oh, come on, it's the beach. Don't be so negative. I guess you're right. It's not every day you get to go to the beach. Are you alright, Tara? You looked better. Tara was practically crawling on the beach sand like a zombie with one arm. Sunlight, my worst enemy. We meet again, you piece of shit. There's some shade under the beach umbrellas over there, Tara. You look like you could use it. I guess I'm gonna pick Tara to go last. I mean, Allie. I don't know why I keep getting them mixed up. I swear I've never seen Tara move so fast. Let's go in the water. Come on. Scarlet grabbed Violet by her hand and pulled her toward the water. Ah, but I didn't bring anything to change. Now that's the spirit. Wait up, you guys. And just like that, they're off. You up to join them? I'd be crazy to miss out on this. Just one thing first. Ellie pulled me into her arms and kissed me passionately. It's hotter when the other girls are around. You think they saw? Wait. Maybe Allie is like the mystery girl. Maybe it was always supposed to be Allie. Because the girl that I escaped with in those little like memory things said like the same thing. I couldn't stop my jaw from dropping. The look on your face is priceless. My God. Try to keep up. Allie ran to join the other girls in the water. I smiled and followed suit. We spent the rest of the morning enjoying the warm weather on the beach. Morning, Aurora. Let's kick off phase 3. Hopefully we can wrap it up quickly and you'll be back to your old life soon. I better be. As nice as this island is, it's a gilded cage. You'll be able to go back to your old life soon, that's a promise. Well, unless you make a mess out of your next 3 dates. I can't help you there. But assuming you do, you'll get to leave here with one of the 3 girls you're dating now. But first, it's time to pick which of them you'll be going on a 3rd date with today. Okay, so we're gonna do Tara first. We'll do the same order as last time. We'll do Tara, Yui, and then end with Allie, just in case for like whatever happens. Tara, man, if I'd known you were gonna spend all your days with Tara indoors, I would have just booked the mansion. But sometimes the best things in life aren't the most expensive things. Who knew? Just kidding. You ever seen a depressed person who owns an island? Go get her, Tiger. I found Tara sleeping on the sofa of the games room. She looked so peaceful. Maybe I'll come back later. Zombies everywhere! Ah! She bolts up suddenly. You okay? Whoa, you okay, Tara? Whew, it was just a dream. I'm good now, no worries. Seems like it was a pretty crazy dream. No kidding, I dreamed that we all got turned into zombies. Yeah, that happened. Luckily, there's no way that could ever happen. Are we in a simulation? What? Did you go to bed late? Hell yeah, I spent all night working on the game. And I finished it too. Care to join me in testing it out? I added some new features I'd like to try. Sure, I'd love to. It looked like the same game I'd played before. What am I looking for? You'll see. I started up the game. Moments later, I saw Tara's avatar run up to me. You've made it just in time. The new event is going to start. What's the new event? As if on cue, giant robotic pigeons flew from the sky and started to attack our avatars. Ah! I ran towards the pigeons, preparing for the fight of a lifetime. Don't worry, I gotcha. Tara pulled out a giant can of pigeon repellent and started blasting away. Whoa, I think something's bugged. It's not working at all. Guess I gotta fix that. While Tara was laughing at her own mistake, I was being lifted into the sky by the pigeons. I think I'm screwed. Where are these pigeons taking me? I tried to move my avatar, but there was no way to resist the death grip of the robo-pigeon. Don't worry, they're about to fly into the territory of the maple syrup dragon. The what? Uh-oh. The screen lit up with a blast of flying maple syrup. I never thought I'd ever say something like that, but here we are. The maple syrup slammed into the pigeons and forcefully stuck their wings together. As a consequence, they started to fall to the ground at breakneck speed. Ah! Save me! I haven't saved yet! I knew I forgot something. I forgot to add the ability to save. I'll have to write that down. As Tara took notes, I rapidly fell to my doom. I'm happy for you, but if you could just for a minute... My avatar smacked into the ground, pigeon first, and instantly died on impact. Aw man, I had so much stuff. Is there at least a respawn mechanic? I've never died before in this game. Of course, just hit the retry button. I pressed the button and watched the world around me reset to the village, sans the giant beasts of death. Except now, the village seemed 10 times bigger than before. Wait, when did the village get so big? And then it dawned on me. Wait, that's not the village that got big. I got small! I took a more careful look at my avatar. I was a pigeon again! I sighed deeply. At the same time, Tara was giggling like a child. We spent a few more hours testing out the rest of the game's new features. Thankfully, there were no more pigeon Easter eggs. There's one last thing I want to test out if that's okay. Wait till the end with me getting turned... Will it end with me getting turned into a pigeon? No, just come with me. I followed her avatar to the cabin we shared in the woods. When we got there, she turned around, walked up to me, and held out an item I'd never seen before. She walked up to me and gave me an item called Ring of You're Pretty Cool. What's this? Let me try to explain. I came onto this show with no idea of what it was about. Personally, I thought it was stupid at first, but hanging out with you has been so much fun. I've never really got to work on my hobbies with anybody till I met you. Honestly, I've never had someone to share all my crazy shit with, but you're different. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, you're pretty cool, and I hope we can keep doing this even after the show is over. Yeah, sounds like a plan, Tara. I've got to say, you caught me off guard with this. What's that? You giving this ring to me, well, it could be a little misleading. You're not making any sense. We laughed together and then walked back to the mansion with a spring in our step. walked back to the mansion. Weren't we already in the mansion? We played the day away without a care in the world. Well, that's enough gaming for today. You up for a movie date? Sure, what do you want to watch? It's a Hitchcock film. I've always wanted to see it. Is it The Birds? What's it called? The Birds! I felt a blood vessel in my head pop. This woman is bad for my heart. She never fails to put a smile on my face. And just like that, that's my last date with Tara. Good. Time sure goes by quickly. I thought I'd find you here. Why's that? You tend to come out here when you're lost in thought is all. You're thinking about how the show's almost over, am I right? How'd you know? Lucky guess. Well, it's not over yet, so don't let up just yet. Speaking of which, how was your date with Tara today? It was alright. It was alright. Not the way I wanted it to go. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I won't pry. I guess 3 dates wasn't enough to see if someone's marriage material after all. Who knew? Anyway, I'd ask if you're thinking of choosing her at the end, but I'd rather wait and see how it plays out. You going to stay out here for long? Nah, I'll probably be going back inside soon. I'll keep you company till then. I figure you might want to have a conversation with someone that won't get you killed if it's not TV worthy. Thanks, Kat. Don't mention it. You know, I'm curious, Kat. What's up? Let's say I knew I was screwed, that there was no way of me getting out of here alive. That's the only way left for me to survive. The only way left for me to survive was just to run. Would you let me escape? Of course, Aurora. Thanks, Kat. That means a lot. That's no big deal. We stayed out a little longer before we called it a night. I'm lucky to have someone I can trust on my side. Can you? Can you trust her? I don't know, man. I woke up on the floor of the games room. Tara was sleeping on the sofa with one hand still on her game console. We had spent all night playing games and watching movies like it was our own little sleepover. Pigeon zombies everywhere! Ah! And then she was up. Let's hope this insane show never gets to the point where Tara's dreams make sense. Aw, man, my head's pounding, but I've got no regrets. Me neither. We've got to do this again sometime, Aurora. You bet. Is it time for you to go on a date with somebody else now? Yeah, that's just how it is. Alright, have fun. Save some time for gaming with me later, okay? Sounds like a plan. Awesome. Morning, Aurora. You'll be happy to know your third date with Tara yesterday was pretty well received. Not the highest rated we've had so far, but enough to give us more room to keep going. Sounds good enough for me. For your next date, make sure you pick someone you think the audience will respond well to. But at this point, I think you're in a pretty good spot either way. Without further ado, which soulmate candidate is it going to be? It's gonna be Yui this time. The moment's finally here, the final date with the best girl. No, it's not. She's not the best girl. Violet's the best girl. Remember, if you mess this up, there's an army of people out there waiting to take your place. Not planning on it, Kat. You didn't plan to lose your memories and end up on an insane TV show either, but look how that turned out. Life sure is funny, huh? You're telling me life's never what you'd expect. But having a life with Yui, you'd be the luckiest person alive. And I'm not saying that because I've got money on you picking her. You promise? Let's get those cameras rolling, people. I could see Yui from my room's window, walking around the front of the mansion. It looked like she was looking for something. I practically jumped down the stairs and then ran outside to see her. Hey there, Aurora! What's the hurry? You look like you're in quite the rush. I just wanted to see you a little earlier. Gosh, that's really sweet of you. Yeah, I got that riz. I've been meaning to see you too. I've just been doing a lot of thinking since you helped me get Bun. Ah, how's the big bee doing? Oh, come to think of it, that's why I came out here. He ran out here in a hurry and I was trying to catch up. Though this has already happened a few times, and each time he somehow ends up back in my room. I'm sure he's fine. I wouldn't be worried. I just can't help myself, you know. You're a really sweet person, Yui. I love that about you. You are too, Aurora. Do you have time today to hang out? There's something I'd like to do with you. Of course I do for you. Even if it's a little boring? I'm sure it can't be that boring if it's with you, you know. Whatever it is, I'm down. Okay, here we go. And so we walked together to the beach and started fishing side by side. Now this is the life. I have to admit, this wasn't what I expected. This was by far the best way to pass the time out in the countryside. To be honest, I'm not much for crazy activities like skydiving and shopping trips. I'd rather just spend my days quietly with the person I love, talking from dusk till dawn. Just enjoying each other's company, you know. That's the best. Is is this okay with you? Of course it is, Yui. Getting the chance to learn more about you, to try the things you like, that's where the real fun is. I'd also much prefer that to doing crazy things all the time, too. Though I do think shopping trips aren't really in the same category as skydiving. They are when you live deep in the country. Hey, you up for a little contest? Sure, let's do it. What is it? Want to see who can catch more fish? You're on! Apparently, I'd fanned the flames of Yui's competitive spirit. For the next few hours, we kept at it while we enjoyed each other's conversation and company. Yui was a natural. She was catching fish left and right. Each time she caught one, she let it back into the ocean, and each time I wondered when my first one would bite. I never ended up catching a single one. But that didn't matter. What did was that we were having a ball. Thanks for indulging me, Aurora. Hey, I had a lot of fun too, Yui. Don't worry about it. You don't have to lie. I know I'm not like the other girls. I grew up with nothing, and it shows in how I spend my time, what I wear, everything. I love you so much, you know. If I had you, I'd give you all the love in my heart every moment of every day. I really would live for love. That's what I've always wanted. But I know I could never give you all the things everyone else could. The money, the acclaim, the excitement. And I find myself worrying, what if you picked me and the second we leave this island, you realize that I can't give you the life you deserve and you start to hate me? I don't know what I'd do if it came to that. So before it comes to that, I want to ask you, would just me be enough? Yes, of course you'd be enough, Yui. So I gotta be nice to her. I don't need to be in the spotlight. I don't need to be rich. More than all that, I want you and just you. I've waited so long to hear you say that. She pulled me close and kissed me. I'm getting so much action. I love you so much. I always have and I always will. I'll always put our happiness first. I'll make you so happy every day. I'll do the same, I promise. Pinch me, I must be dreaming. This is as real as it gets, Yui. Here on out, it's just gonna be me and you. I just can't hold myself back anymore, Aurora. Take me now! She pushed me onto the warm sand of the beach and pressed herself against me. Yui! She kissed me once more, her hands wrapped around me as mine pulled her closer. Let's make up for lost time, Aurora. What happened next was imagination come to life. We fucked on the beach. I lost all track of time in the outside world. Only Yui mattered. And I wouldn't have it any other way. After my date with Yui, I waited around outside till the time I'd expected to see Kat, but she never showed up. You know what? I think the only one I didn't have implied sex with was Scarlet. I guess she already has enough footage for today. Might as well try to find her. No one's here. Looks like the snacks from before are gone too. Not here either. Ah. Kat was at a table, writing something down at a frantic pace with one hand against her head. Hey, Kat, what's up? Oh, hey, Aurora. I didn't see you there. How are you doing? That depends on what you're ominously writing. You looked just like someone who just realized I was dead meat. Oh, this? Don't worry about it. Somebody's dead meat, but it's not you. Yay? I'm just kidding. I'm just fixing up some of the balance sheets Tu was working on. Being an accountant was really never in the cards for them, despite what they say. Sit down. I'll be stuck here a little while anyway. Sure, sounds good. I sat next to Kat at the table. So, how'd today's date with Yui go? Sure. Yui's the most wonderful woman in the whole world, I guess. I don't know. Somehow, she can take the most normal things and turn them into irreplaceable memories. I'm not actually sure if that question means anything or if it impacts anything. So, we'll see. More than anything, I just want to make more memories with her every day and make her the happier than anyone's ever been. That's not a sentence. Geez, we're going to have to edit that to stop people from throwing up. I get it though. You, my friend, are luckier than anyone has any right to be. Better pack your bags. I've got a feeling you'll be heading to the countryside soon. Anyway, you've done great till now. I don't know if what you've said to each of the girls is really true, but don't stop now. You just have to get through one more day and you'll be able to finally leave this place. And you'll tell me what my old life was like? Of course. I mean, if I didn't, where would you even go? Fair point. You look like you've got something on your mind. Ah, I'm just thinking about tomorrow. You've been getting the best ratings I've ever seen. I just hope it's enough. The rating requirements for the last date and the last day are the highest. I'm sure it's going to be fine. Don't worry. I've made it this far. Nothing's going to stop me from making it to the end. I hope so for your sake, Aurora. So when I'm out of here, what are you going to do? Are you going to move on to the next killer dating show? I didn't know you were my career coach. You want to know my 5-year plan, too? I get the feeling that 5 years from now you'd rather not be here. There is no plan. I'm just taking it one day at a time. That's really all anyone can do in the crazy world. Anyway, I gotta get back to work. Good luck, Aurora. You'll need it. Thanks, Kat. I'll see you later. Night. Tomorrow's gonna be the last date. I'll need all the rest I can get. Guess I'll call it a night. Ooh. The performance is coming to a close. The actors and actresses come out one by one, ready to take their bows. I would clap, but I'm waiting for you, and only you. Okay. I woke up in Yui's arms. We stayed up late last night, going for an unforgettable walk in the woods together. Did we fuck in the woods? She was still fast asleep and holding on to me so tightly. She looked at peace. I ran my hand through her chestnut hair. I love you, Aurora. She hugged me a little tighter. I couldn't move. Ack! But hell, I didn't want to. Who would? The morning flew by and it couldn't have been any better. If you told me this would happen all those years ago, I'd have laughed. But I'm so glad it happened. I'm the happiest I've ever been. Though it'd be perfect if it wasn't here. What do you mean? I know you have to go on a date with someone else today. Yeah, sorry about that, Yui. That's okay. After you told me how you felt, I feel secure even if you have to date somebody else. Don't have too much fun, though. I kissed her on the forehead. I'll see you later, Yui. Come back soon. Okay, so next we are going on a date with... Ow! Look who it is! This asshole. You're running out of time, Kit Kat. It's going to be fine. Just watch. Good morning, Kat. Morning, Aurora. How'd you sleep? Pretty well, thanks. I bet you did. The bed is worth more than your life. Ah, that reminds me. Why can't the staff have the same kind of bed that Aurora has? Do I look like I'm made of money? You literally own this island. If I give the staff beds, the next thing they'd ask for is minimum wage. No thanks. Spoken like a true billionaire. He walked away. So, how about that 5-year plan, huh? Maybe the brothers were onto something with this whole accounting thing. Anyway, it's time for your last date with your last soulmate candidate, Allie. You ready? It's time to make or break. I'm ready as I'll ever be, Kat. Then without further ado, lights, camera, don't get yourself killed. We'll see. I found Allie by the beach. Why are they always on the beach this time around? Was it just the girls I picked? Or is this just the way they... whatever. More accurately, she came running to me. You're not gonna believe this, Aurora. What's that? Alright, who took my keys? You've got 10 seconds before I take it out of 4's paycheck. Aw, come on. We'll walk and talk. Come on. Well, less walk. Maybe more like run like hell. Four's not going to be happy when he finds out that I... Oh, whatever. Come on, let's go. She grabbed my hand and pulled me with her to the forest clearing nearby. What's going on? You're not going to believe what I just found. What's that? Well, I was wondering how to top the 2 previous dates when I stumbled upon... wait a minute. It's better if I surprise you. I'm gonna have to close my eyes again, right? I love how fast you learn things, Aurora. She was singing as she covered my eyes with one hand and pulled me along with the other. She pulled me along, step by step. I can't say I wasn't enjoying it. Is this a staircase? It feels like metal beneath me. In the middle of a forest? Just a bit more now. All right. You can open your eyes now. Oh, it's the plane. How on earth? We were inside a small plane, the very same one I had been rudely awakened in my first day here. How did you even... It was just sitting in the forest, so I thought, why not, right? I have so many questions. Wait a minute, are you planning on... Without even bothering to answer me, Allie rushed to the cockpit. Is she gonna drive the plane? Oh crap. Here's to hoping that this goes better than the rollerblades. Huh? I wonder what this big red button does. Oh god, get me out of here. I ran for the door, but it was already shut tight. And away we go! The engine of the plane roared as we took off. I slammed into the side of the door. Oof. Come on, be honest. You were thinking the same thing. You put a big juicy red button there, completely unattended, and you would expect a good citizen like me not to press it? You're bonkers. You've got a point, but do you have any idea how to fly this thing? Wait a minute, if you're talking to me here, then who's flying the plane? Technically nobody, but... Crash! The right wing of the plane smashed into a tree. We hit it hard enough for it to be slightly deformed. Oof! I slammed into the wall yet again. Well, we didn't need that wing anyway. We still have the other one. Exactly like kidneys. You only need one to survive. Forget killer dating Forget killer dating death shows. Forget Damien and Kat. Allie was gonna be the death of me. I tried to run to the cockpit, but it was all I could do to stay upright as the plane teetered back and forth. I'm just kidding, I got this. Allie ran to the cockpit without breaking a sweat. Meanwhile, I did my best impression of a ball in a pinball machine. All right, I got this. The plane seemed to stabilize in a matter of seconds. Ah, thank God. I really thought we were gonna crash. Whoops. Once again, the right wing of the plane smashed into a tree. Somehow, it was bent back into its original shape. Not so bad if I do say so myself. All right, that was dumb luck and you know it. And now for the moment you've all been waiting for. We started gaining altitude, slowly at first, and then faster and faster, higher and higher. Before long, we were soaring high above the trees. Allie yelled out in triumph. Woo! I joined in and yelled out with glee. It's a pretty great feeling, huh? Not dying in a fiery plane crash? Flying free! Without it, what's the point of living? You talking about freedom or flying? Oh, why not both? That said, there's another reason I flew us up here. What's that, Allie? This is the only place I could find on the island that wasn't bugged. No one can eavesdrop on us here. I'm sorry for the turbulence, but without it, they might have heard me disable the bugs in here. Believe me, I looked for a safe place as hard as I could. That's why I got the rollerblades in the boat earlier. To find a safe place to talk as fast as possible. I'm guessing you know what the show is really about then. Unfortunately, yeah. What a bummer, am I right? Unfortunately, I don't think you do, and I can't risk telling you everything either. What? Why? Believe me, you're better off not knowing. What? Allie, what are you hiding? Who are you, really? Look, we don't have too much time before we all have to land. This thing's already almost out of fuel. Sure enough, we'd already started descending. Please just trust me. I'm on your side, Aurora. I know there's so many lies going around here, but I really want to help you get out of here. Though I have to admit, it wasn't on my to-do list at first. It's a good thing you're so cute. I'm kidding, jeez. Do you trust me? Yes. Of course I do, Allie. You know that. You won't regret it, promise. So what can you tell me? There's no time. Long story short, there's something on this island I need to find that the people I work with need. It's life or death, not for just you and me, but for countless others. I came here to save you all, and I won't give up until I have. Though at this point, I've done all I can. It's in his hands now. Whose? No time to talk. We're almost back in range of the island's recording network. No matter what, don't tell anybody what happened here. Not even a little bit. Not even if you think you can trust them. Are we clear? Crystal. The plane flew lower and lower. All right, we're about to be back in the recording zone. What else? What else? Don't tell anything. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. That really doesn't limit it much. I guess not. After we landed, Kat scolded us for taking the plane. Kat and Allie seemed to exchange more than a few uneasy glances as we got off the plane. As we were walking away, I heard Kat whisper something to Allie. Nice try. And then I saw something I'd never seen before, and would never see again. The sky rapidly turned from bright blue to black, as if it were water being turned to the darkest tank. Then the bright sun in the sky went out, like a candle in the wind. Even though I knew I was standing outside, I couldn't even see my hands in front of my face. When I felt somebody grab me from behind. No, not somebody. There must be several people. They forced me to the ground and cuffed me behind my back. I screamed, but there was no sound. I tried to fight, but there was no way out. I screamed at Allie for her to run as fast as she could, but I heard no response. And then, nothing. Okay, we're back here. Great. Awesome. Love that. I woke up on an operating table, the kind you see in a nightmare. Oh, this is exactly the same. Oh, did I do a bad? Morning, Aurora. What's going on, Kat? Get me out of here. I'm afraid I can't do that. And honestly, I'm getting tired of explaining why. Let's just speed this along, shall we? What are you talking about? She placed some kind of helmet on my head. Please, Kat, don't do this. I could hear the hum of a massive generator turning on behind me. She raised her hand, revealing a trigger switch with a single red button. See you soon, Aurora. She pressed it. The curtain closes. You're taking your bow, and when you lift your head, I can see you clearly for the first time. It's you, the one I've been waiting all this time to see, the one who made me dream of a life together far from this island. You've been right by me all this time. Tomorrow's the day, Aurora. You nervous? Who wouldn't be? You've got a point. She reached for my hand and held it tightly. You okay? You sure we should be doing this? I don't want you to be punished just because I want to get out of here. Hey, Kat, we've always been a team, you and me. No matter what, we're in this together. Thanks, Aurora. How did things come to this? The escape failed. I've been surrounded, beaten, shot, betrayed. The love of my life, she shot me. I'm bleeding out rapidly. I try my best to slow the bleeding, but it's no use. What did you do to her? I choke out every last word. I didn't do anything. You were too busy making hard eyes at Kat here to see where her true loyalties lied. I'm sorry, Aurora, but it's true. I don't understand. Why don't you tell him, dear? Damien is my father. I knew you were planning something the moment you came to this island, but you didn't trust me enough to tell me what exactly it was. So I became close to you and told you just what you wanted to hear. And then you told me everything I needed to know. As soon as you told me your plan, there was no way you were ever going to escape from this island. Why are you saying this? Now that's my girl. You really are my daughter. Why? I love that look on your face, Aurora. You know, you've got an expression that would be perfect for my next show. And it just so happens we've got an opening just for you. It's no use. I've lost too much blood. The world turned dark. This is the end. Keep him alive. Aurora. You might think I'm showing you mercy, but believe me, by the end of this, you're gonna wish I just let Kat kill you. Why? Why, Kat? Why would you? I barely have time to breathe before the waves pull me under once again. Where am I? Underwater? It's so dark and cold. I try to move, but I'm so tired. It takes all my strength to reach my hand out forward. It feels like glass. I'm trapped in some kind of tank. I want to sleep for just a... Is someone there? I can feel somebody's presence. I open my eyes and I can see. Hang on just a little longer, Aurora. Who are you? The woman in front of me looked at me with pity. I try to speak, but it's no use. My mouth won't speak the words I want them to. You're awake! I'm so glad, but you're gonna wish you were asleep for this next bit, trust me, and sorry in advance. She moved towards some kind of terminal next to my tank and pressed a button. As if on cue, it was as if every nerve in my body was set on fire. I screamed and thrashed around, but it did nothing to alleviate the pain. Oh, will you look at that? Looks like our little hero's got some life left in him. I picked my pronouns as a girl. They still keep referring to me as a guy. You know, Aurora, you're in luck. Usually I'd just kill you for this, but a new opportunity's just opened up, and I think you'd be the perfect fit. I'm sorry, Aurora, but it's true. I don't understand. Why don't you tell him, dear? Damien is my father. Always the hero, aren't you, Aurora? You should be more worried about yourself. You knew the rules. If you try to escape the island, you die. It didn't have to be like this, but you... I'm done talking. Goodbye, Aurora. Hold on just a little longer, Aurora. She looked away from me as if she'd heard something. What? I couldn't tell. Shit, they're almost here. We're running out of time. I'm sorry, Aurora. I won't be able to give you back all your memories, but this will have to be enough. She pressed another button on the terminal. I've got to run back to my tank or they'll know something's up. She pressed her hand against the glass. Hold on just a little longer, okay? I'll get us out of here. The pain, it stopped. The world turned dark. Hey, we're back in the loop. I've been here before. I'm Aurora. I'm on some kind of dating show. Find love or die trying. Allie, she helped me. I've got to find her. You're up early. Most people around here usually need a little more time to wake them up. Cat. I remember now. I tried to escape this island with her. She pretended to be my lover. She betrayed me and shot me too. She's the reason why I'm trapped here. It's only fragments I can remember, but I remember enough to know that she's bad news. We've done this song and dance over and over, more times than I can count by now. I've been in love with and chosen Allie, Scarlet, Tara, Violet, and Yui, each of them countless times. Wait, are we missing? Oh no, that's fine. Am I a bad person? Come to think of it, I can't remember what happened before this show started either. I need to find Allie, but first, for the problem at hand. If I want to get out of here, I can't let Kat know that I remember what's happened before. Sorry, who are you? I've got to play dumb. Sorry, who are you? Will she buy it? Walk with me. There is a lot to get you up to speed on. The name's Kat. I'm the producer of a new show, Find Love or Die Trying. And what's your name? I don't remember. Looks like it's the same beginning as usual. Learn about the killer dating show's rules. Meet the girls before the show starts. Yui, I don't remember meeting you before this show, but I'm glad I got to meet you again. It's impossible not to feel happier when I see you smile. You'd think that the staff would have learned to cook better by now. There's so much more to you than you show the world, Violet. Scarlet, you're still hiding that you're reading that magazine with another book. It brings a smile to my face every time. I think I know what happened to you now. You still have no idea what you got into, Tara, killer dating show or not. I'd love to see the way you see the world. And finally, Allie. You never gave up on getting us out of here, even after all this time. Howdy, Aurora. I hear you're the suitor. Care to join me for a jog? There's a place in the forest I'd love to go for a run around with you. It'd be my pleasure. We went for a jog, exchanging banter like we'd always done when we met each other. The second we got to the unrecorded area of the forest, her smile faded. I'm glad you got the hint, Aurora. You haven't given yourself away to anyone yet, right? No, I haven't. As far as Kat knows, I don't remember anything as usual. Sweet, I knew I was right to help you first. Really, thank you so much. I can't thank you enough. I've got to ask, how do you escape the tank in the first place? Honestly, I got lucky. Usually the tank knocks me out right away, but that last time I think something must have bugged out. I saw my chance and I took it. Anything's better than being stuck here forever. I'm sorry I couldn't get all your memories back. Don't worry about it, Allie. All I could ask for is a fighting chance, and you gave that to me. Don't mention it. I mean, duh. I'm hands down the MVP. Anyway, it's about... Oh, excuse me. Oh, goodness, that's embarrassing. Anyway, it's about time I tell you the truth, Aurora. I'm from the Resistance. This was not what I expected this game to turn into. Oh, excuse me. Oh, goodness. You can think of us as a covert group of concerned citizens who have a few bones to pick with the world's current management. And those bones are their necks. Joking aside, we're fighting a war here. The war will be won with information that lives on this island and only here. There was no way that we could ever find this place, not by conventional means. But then we found out about the show, and so they sent you here. Actually, I volunteered. Believe me, the others didn't want me to, but I knew I had to. I was the one with the least to lose. Allie, I was pretty easy getting in, all things considered. All I had to do was write a report that labeled me as suspicious of conspiring against the government, take a few cute selfies, and boom, I was flown here. Didn't go too great since then, though. But that was when I was a lone wolf, and I've got you now. And we'll get out of here together. Sound good to you? Sounds like a plan. I haven't even told you the plan yet. And since you're so excited, let's get right to it. There's two things we need to do. One, we need to bring the other girls' memories back. We won't be able to get their trust or work with them till we do. And we'll need their help for part 2. And what's that? 2, we need to get the fuck out of here. Sounds about right. Easier said than done, though. It's gonna take a hell of a lot of setup and coordination. There's a small army of armed and trained staff tasked with keeping us here, not to mention us needing a way off the island. I'll figure it out as we go, but for now, how about you go on a date with Scarlet today? I can do that, but how does that relate to us getting out of here? I'd tell you, but I thought you could be a better actor. Believe me, you'll know why later. Anyway, let's head back to the mansion. We don't want Kat to start looking for us. Sounds good to me. You're really something, you know. That's putting it lightly. Okay. Aurora, there you are. Sorry, I got carried away exploring the island. I've got to be careful around a cat. I know exactly what she's capable of firsthand. Is that so? Well, it's no harm, but you'll have a whole week to explore, you know. You'll get one date with each of the girls for the first 5 days. A little something special for day 6, and then the final ceremony where you propose to one of the girls. So that's different. Now it's one date with each of the girls for like each day. And then I guess something's gonna happen on the last day. Sounds like the perfect amount of time to figure out if you're meant together. Okay. You'd be surprised. Anyway, let's get the show on the road. Who do you want to spend the day's date with? Scarlet. There's just something about her, you know. Oh, they're not even gonna give me the choice? Interesting. Okay. So, here we are. We are about to basically start the next part of the story. So I think we are going to save, and I think we're going to be done for the night. But I hope that you all enjoyed watching. If you are, maybe, I don't know all of the words yet. So I guess hit the follow button or subscribe to my YouTube channel or whatever. And I will see you all next time. So bye!